Welcome to WatchNut TV and another edition of What's in the Box. Today I'm going to do a review on another one of my favorite Panerai models. I have a bunch of Panerais in stock, but I try to pull out the ones that I think would be of interest and are of some really specific interest to me. So let's see what's in the box. This is the PAM359, aka the Dirty Dial. If you're not familiar with what the Dirty Dial nomenclature means, all of the lume on the watch, the underplate on the sandwich dial, the lume on the hands, the lume on the day wheel and so forth, are all kind of done in an antique beige. You give it that kind of nice old 1930s and 40s weathered, aged look. And it really presents, I think, a stunning dial. It's only up until 2010 when this watch was produced. It had only been used on a few very limited editions, like the Big Egyptian and a couple others. So this was actually the first production watch to use the antique lume, and I think it's really a beautiful combination of dial design and lume color. The dial design is, I especially like the dial design because of the Arabics. At the same time they did this antique lume, they also did another 11 number layout on the dial. And the 11 number layouts have only been used on, again, just a few watches. I mean, the Slytech from 1996 was one. I can think of a couple others, but the all Arabic numbers is still fairly unusual. And I think probably as a result of that, this watch has become relatively collectible and relatively hard to find, at least in like new condition over the past couple of years. It is an M series from 2010. It was originally sold in January of 2010. The watch features the 1950s case design from the Manufactura collection, which I just, as I mentioned in my review of the 305, I just really like. The design is consistent with their 1950s pieces, with the exception they're using a flatter, only slightly domed sapphire crystal instead of the older, higher domed plastic crystals, which keeps the overall form factor of the height much lower. This watch is on a really nice quality Panerai tan strap with antique stitching, which kind of, I think, sets off the lume and the strap and kind of makes it all work better than it would if it were like a black strap or something, although I'm sure a lot of you will have other opinions on that, so you're free to make your own choices. Like the 305, this uses the P9000 movement, which is one of the newer Reichmann subsidiary Valfle in-house design movements that Panerai has started using in the last few years. I think it's a nice movement, although if you look, you can see, if you look at the balance, gone is the sliding arm regulator of the old 7750 movements, and they've replaced it in this design with an adjustment screw or a weighted balance wheel mechanism, which, although I'm not a watchmaker, from a collector standpoint, I think that the weighted balance wheel design is just better. I think you can regulate a watch finer, and I think it holds its regulation longer with that style of a balance. This case uses the new push pin removal mechanism for getting the lug bar out. You just simply push the pin in and push the lug bar out through, so no longer the almost always existing straps, screws, scratches, and turnouts and things that you see on most Panerai watches that have been worn at all. So this particular watch is really a very complete package watch. I mean, it's everything that was originally supposed to be with it, I have all three boxes for it. It comes with an extra strap, rubber strap, Comes with a screwdriver to remove the buckle from the strap, and it comes with a two-part plastic pushpin tool for removing the lug bar. All of the other documentation is part of the package. All the original stickers, properly signed and dated certificate authorization book, and the proper instruction manual for the watch. This watch again was originally purchased, you see, looks like, yeah, early 2010. So very complete package, all boxes, all papers, everything matches. Watch really shows no sign of wear. So if you have an interest in a 359, this would be about as close as to a brand new one as you will ever come. Anyway, this watch is for sale at watchnut.com. Go to the Panerai page and you can see some photographs, still photographs, and some other information about it. I think it's a great watch. Would love to have it for my personal collection. And anyway, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it as always. Take care.